Hi Matthew, this is Alan Cocker with ABC, former hitting coach for the Colorado Rockies and the Seattle Mariners. I'm going to study your video today. Matthew, the first thing that I look for, and I look for this throughout the entire process from setup all the way to the finish, is a good balanced position. And as you can see here, a really good balanced position. Balance for me is keeping our knees inside of our feet and keeping our head inside of our knees. And if I can maintain that position all the way through the setup, through the load, then I'm going to give myself my best opportunity to put a good swing on the baseball. So you're in a very good solid position. I see good equal bend in both knees. And again, your knees are inside your feet and your head is inside your knees. So that is a strong position. We're going to run this forward now into the load phase. And the load phase is preparation to see the ball and then put our swing on the baseball. Okay? As we get into the load phase, I'd like to see when this toe touches, this front toe, when this front toe touches and then the back heel plants into the ground, what we're looking to see is, again, we want to make sure that we have knees inside the feet, which we are in very good position here, and we want to make sure that we have good equal bend in both knees. You can see you got good athletic bend in both knees. Matthew, the other thing that I look for is to make sure that you've probably heard the term stay closed, and I want to make sure that when the front foot lands, toe touches, plants into the ground, that this front foot is no more open than 45. You're at 46 degrees, so you're in a really good position. If this front foot were to open more than 45 degrees, what you'll see is this front hip will start to leak, and when that front hip leaks, that starts the swing, and now our swing is always going to the pull side. It makes it difficult to handle pitches on the outer half, the outer third of the plate. So, Matthew, you're in a very good, strong position as we move forward into the swing. As we start to make our first move with our lower half, we have, in the load, we have gathered and stored weight and energy into the inside part of this front thigh. You've done a really good job of that. The first movement with the lower half will be the knee driving or transferring energy into the thigh of this front leg. Okay? And again, this knee will stay inside that foot. So you've made a good transfer of weight with your lower half into this front thigh that has good athletic bend in this knee, and it can receive that energy. So you're in a strong position. One thing that I might have a little bit of concern with is the height of your hands. Right here, the height of your hands for me, Matthew, is it's probably borderline. It wouldn't be a bad thing to have your hands just a little bit higher, maybe just off the shoulder or just underneath the shoulder. But again, it's difficult to handle pitches at the top of the zone. Excuse me, when we start to get our hands a little bit lower than where yours are right now. Yours are right at the edge of being at a too low of a height. So, but great transfer with the lower half. Now the first move we're going to see with the hands moving forward is actually made with this back elbow right here. And this back elbow will tuck into a little slot just off your rib cage, right in this area right here, somewhere right there, okay? You've made a good first move with your back elbow. This is called the connection. The lower half gives us direction to the baseball. It gives us drive through the baseball. But this connection is started with the back elbow. And when I take this forward just a little bit, what we want to see is we want to see the shoulder, our hands, and our elbow working right off this back hip. And that is a very good, strong, connected point. Get a good angle with your bat as you start to work it into the next phase, which is the bat lag. The bat lag is when the hands start to cross in front of the body. the center of gravity, which is our belly button. As our hands start to work forward in front of our belly button, we're going to see a nice lag with the barrel. Okay, what you're doing here is you're creating lag to release the barrel at the point of contact. The good thing I see with this is we have not exposed the handle of the bat right here, which is a bad part of the bat, or the bad hitting area for us. We don't want to expose that into the hitting area too soon. Your hands are working forward, and that bat is lagging directly behind your hands, which is a tremendous, strong, good position to be in. Now, as we start to get to the point of contact, you're starting to release the barrel of the bat right here to contact. We'll run it to contact. Very, very good position. Very strong position right here. Hands are palm up, palm down, which is the strongest position to be in. I see your head and eyes looking right down the barrel of the bat at contact, which again is very, very important. It's going to allow us to extend through the baseball. Okay, the next step that we'll go to is actually the extension. When you see the barrel of your bat facing right at the pitcher right here, that means that you've done all the principles leading up to this point very, very well to get good extension through the baseball, good drive through the baseball. Again, I see your knees inside your feet. I see a good athletic bend with this front knee. That's going to allow you to handle the ball in the outer half or the outer third of the plate equally as well as you handle the ball middle in. But again, the head and eyes looking right down the barrel of the bat right here is a very, very, very good trait to get into. It's a very good habit to get into right here. Head down past contact is a term that I use quite often with my players. So, Matthew, you're in a great position through contact right here. We take it all the way to the finish phase, and I tell you, I couldn't be happier with how you've kept your weight balanced on the inside part of your feet. We haven't gotten on this heel area that caused us to spin out. You get a good full backside turn with your back hip right here and this back foot. Just an outstanding swing. To be honest with you, I don't have any corrections to make with you, Matthew. I think you need to continue to just play and hit as much as you possibly can. Keep working on this good swing that you have. Maybe get on a tee and work on the ball away. The older you get, you'll start to see pitchers with a little bit better command, and you'll start to see pitchers who can throw breaking balls for strikes. It's important to be able to handle that pitch on the outer half of the plate or the outer third of the plate. So maybe set a tee in the outer third of the plate, work it just inside your front foot, and just bang balls into right center or into the right side of the cage. But keep playing and keep hitting, bud. I really like your swing.